We need like Sammy Hagar at the end to just
that would be
scream.
Nice. Yeah, you could still do that, can't you?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. It's kind of like sitting next to Bruce Lee here. You're going.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to Behind the Studs. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Colin.
Yeah, he's vanilla milkshake.
Vanilla milkshake. Yep.
Saran wrap.
Yeah,
no, who am I?
No. You're
Papa D.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Saran wrap was kicked out. I thought.
Yeah, we kicked him out.
But we got Fig. So we're still good there. Right.
Fig. Wayne Newton's wife. Fig.
Yes. How was your Thanksgiving, sir?
We had 3 turkeys.
3?
We had 3.
How many people?
It just worked out. Well, Jane had 2, so she gave one to the son-in-law who was going to smoke it. But he found it was too big, so Jane gave it to her mother-in-law, so she cooked it.
Okay.
And he bought a turkey that he smoked,
Yep.
so we had 3 turkeys.
Wow.
So everybody had fixings to go home.
Nice.
It was fine.
That's
no
awesome.
one complained.
Yeah.
Turkey sandwiches. It was good, man.
Now, how many of you?
Good. 11.
11. Okay.
There's 11 of us.
There was only 6 of us. There was me, the wife, the kids, and my in-laws.
The in-laws?
The in-laws. Yeah.
Anyone fall asleep at the table?
Nobody.
Wow.
I know.
Turkey farts? Any turkey farts?
Don't recall that, no.
I had no turkey farts this year.
Good.
Yeah.
And let's not delay one and have
All
it
right.
now, so.
All right. Too much information?
Too much.
Well,
Too much.
Yeah.
So, by the way, we are going to change our intro.
Oh, good.
Yep. We're in the process of working on it now.
Good.
So, hopefully by next week, brand new intro.
All right.
All right. You going to be ready for it?
I don't know. I got to hear it.
All right.
All right. So before I go any further,
Yeah. Go.
turkey. Jelly cranberry sauce or berry cranberry sauce?
Jelly.
God, that's why we're working together. Pound it.
Doesn't take me even more
Pound
than a
it.
second to think about
Grew
that.
up on jelly.
Absolutely,
That's
me
it.
too. Yeah,
Berries.
I don't need twigs and stuff.
Yeah, right. Twigs.
You know,
I
that's what you
know.
get.
Stems.
Right.
I get
It's
stems.
awful.
Oh my God. I love this man.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's why we do the show together.
Maybe we could do a whole half hour on cranberry sauce.
Well, but
No.
I mean, really,
Yeah.
honest to God, right?
Yeah.
Jelly. Oh my God.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Fucking
Yeah.
stems. I thought I was the only one.
No, man.
No.
No.
We'd be great on a deserted island.
Yeah.
Telling you.
We fighting over the jelly.
Jellyfish.
Ooh,
Jellyfish.
too. Yeah, good.
All right. So what we're talking about is basically we're coming up to December. We're coming up to Christmas.
Yep.
And Christmas gifts. How about that? Christmas tools.
Now, do you know my? Oh, I thought you were going to ask me like for my shirt size or anything else.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
You're just gonna get me tools.
Well, I have to say, Home Depot, Lowe's.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Home Depot is much better than Lowe's, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It is like they have everything. They have a marketing genius. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got stuff laid out, and it's just like, oh my God, yeah, I need that. It's like, oh, everything.
Yep.
They've got these aisles where they used to do the Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now they just got boxes and boxes and boxes of like stocking stuffer stuff that's like, it's good stuff. It's not really cheap tchotchke shit, but it's very, it's price compatible. Not price compatible. It's like, okay, I can afford that. I can afford that. But you can walk away with an easy $120 worth of just stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Dude, drill bits like, oh yeah, work gloves, yeah. I mean, just like, and now Milwaukee, which I really love.
I love them.
They've got tools that have come down in price, like the oscillating tool, which is like $80, which is battery powered. It was like,
Yep.
it's the only way to go. They work great. I mean, there's the Fen, and there's another tool that's really good out there too, which I don't have. I have a real cheap piece that I use, which is fine. Master Craftsman's move, whatever, it works fine.
Is that the multi-tool?
Yeah, it's the oscillator.
Oh, those things are phenomenal.
But they, it's the cutaway tool. It does the job. It's fine.
For sure it does.
It's fine. So, yeah, if you want to really get good stocking stuffers for the guys, ladies, if you're listening, because I know we have a huge listening audience of women out there.
Absolutely.
We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My guys that I work with, or whoever, I always get them work gloves.
Yeah, you always use them.
Give them stuff that they're going to use, especially in the winter. They got Carhartt hats and stuff like that.
Yep.
And they're cheap. It's like, dude, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
You get everything there. It's
I've
really
still
great.
yet to find. Have you found any gloves that are easy to work with? When you're using your hands, like with screws and nails
There you go, right
and
here.
stuff.
Yep.
What do you
As a
got?
matter of fact, they just took them out. I go through Ace Industrial Supply,
Okay.
and these are P grips.
P
And
grips.
these are really good. Try those on. And you
All
feel
right.
it?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can grab
so they can
screws.
keep you-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, they don't have a large insulation factor, but they're good for now.
Yep.
There's a few pairs out there right now. As a matter of fact, they're getting a lot better with them because the competition on work gloves are really good. You can get them online, but if you go with an industrial company, they tend to have the ones that are a little bit better. In the Carpenters Union, I don't know where they get them, man, but they got like some great stuff.
They got some good ones, huh?
They got
Yeah.
great gloves, especially for the winter. Really rough for working with cement and stuff like that. But
Yep.
they're warm and they're insulated, and there's a lot of flexibility. I try to wear gloves as much as possible now. I really do.
Oh, even for just anything? Like
Yeah.
every day, like not cold
Yeah,
out?
it does. It makes a big difference because you can still grip everything.
Yep.
When you're using a screw gun screws and you're working outside and you're working with timber and stuff, it saves your ass. It does.
Yeah, I would think so. Mm-hmm. A few less slivers.
Yep. And just keeps your hands from getting all. That's it.
Like, yeah. All right.
Yeah. I cannot stand, and this has just been, I've just developed this in the last 3 or 4 years. I cannot stand caulking on my fingers.
Really?
I cannot stand it.
Wow.
It just drives me nuts.
Huh.
I wear those plastic gloves.
Oh, yeah.
The real
Like,
thin, the
yeah,
medical
yeah,
gloves.
Yeah, like medical. Yep.
Because when I use caulking anyway, I'm always sponge caulking, which when you paint, excuse me, a little cup of water with a sponge. So when you caulk the seam, like of a baseboard or any trim, then you go back with a sponge, a wet sponge, and you hit that seam, and it takes up the excess caulk,
Yep.
and it gives you a nice fine line. It looks really, really good.
It does.
And when you paint, it paints right into the line. It looks really good.
Just make sure you don't use silicone.
No,
Because
no,
if you put the water on the silicone,
It
it's,
just goes,
oh, it's awful.
it's a waste.
Awful.
It doesn't work.
Make sure it's full painter's caulk.
Right.
Yep.
And
Latex.
Sherwin-Williams makes a really, really good max for bathrooms, bathtubs, and it's paintable and it's washable and it's really good.
Really, they have their own caulk.
Yeah. their
Really, I
caulking
never
is-
knew that.
Their caulking is really, really good.
Huh.
And it's very inexpensive. When you go to a hardware store, and their markup is incredible. It's so high.
Oh yeah.
My suggestion to anybody, if you need caulking, go to Sherwin-Williams. They've got they've got all these different kinds, but they're like $1.99 for great caulking that's got a 40-year lifespan on it.
Wow.
And it dries good, dries fast. There was another one that Rings End carries. I think it's called Red Devil.
Oh yeah. That's the Ultra Flex?
Yeah, that's
Stuff,
good.
so,
That's good
yep.
stuff too. That's cheap. The box of that is cheap,
Yep.
and that works really good too.
Yeah, especially if you're doing crown and different things like that are gonna
The
naturally
stretch-
split and move.
Yeah.
With the stretch stuff, it stays there.
Yeah,
so you
I
never have to worry about it
freaking
again.
I hate caulking crown molding to ceilings because
Yeah.
especially depending on the house, it moves, it contracts.
Sure
if
it
you
does.
use if you use crappy caulking, it splits and it looks like crap. People, a little carpenter's tip here, painter's tip. Excuse me. If you have wooden doors and they're panel doors, you have the panels on the bottom, panels in the middle. If you notice some doors, they expand and contract, so people caulk the seam,
Right.
and then all of a sudden it expands again. You got that dried caulk, and it looks like crap. The reason why your doors are doing that is because you never painted the top of the door and the bottom of the door.
Right.
Once you paint the top and the bottom of the door is sealed. It will not move. It will not expand. It will not contract. So that's for panel doors. You need to prime them and paint them so you don't have that problem.
Yeah, people seem to forget because you don't see them.
Right.
Why paint them?
Right.
But you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
they
have
can
to
get
do that.
moisture and everything else right through those spots there. So.
Yeah, and the door won't swell
Right.
in the summer.
Right.
It won't rub in the summer, and it'll be fine. And it won't shrink in the winter,
Right.
so you'll be good.
Or if you have AC,
Yeah,
then they don't do it as much. So,
right.
but people without AC that run it all the time,
Right.
That's the problem you're going to have
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
So, what jobs you working on these days?
I came across taking out air conditioners. There's people who just bought the house and they got central air in the house, the whole house. Excuse me. I've never seen this before, but I've gone to every lumber company. This guy who owned it before was a carpenter, and I don't know what he did, but it's like a textured 111,
Okay. Yeah.
but it has the mill saw blades on the face. so you see the twirls of the blades.
Yeah.
But I don't know how he did this. No, I've shown it to every. The only place I haven't gone to far is UBS.
Okay.
But everyone else that I've gone, everywhere I've gone, they've gone like, "Wow, what is this?"
Yeah.
They've never seen it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar at all.
And the Texture 111, you know how it's got like that? It's got like a 1/4 inch space.
Yep.
This is maybe 3/16. Very thin.
Wow.
This guy, I think he did it himself. I don't.
Wow,
I don't
he
get
must
it.
have.
But it's 4x8 sheet, shiplap
Yeah.
end. You know.
Yeah.
It's not shiplap. It's a shiplap end like the Textured 111.
Wow.
I don't know where he got this thing.
Huh.
Of course, the guy is gone. So, but I did what I could do. I matched it up, took the ACs out, put some T111 up there, and it looks good from a distance. It looks good. The best I could do.
Like we say, it looks good from my house.
Yeah, it looks good from their house too.
Yep. Well, that's good. That's the important
right.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just been working on kitchens and bathrooms.
Right.
Always busy. And as you get closer to the holidays too, everybody wants you to finish up quick.
Yeah.
Get ready before all the family comes to visit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so they can show it off.
Exactly.
Um,
So I think I was telling you earlier, there's a local building inspector who listens to the podcast.
that's awesome.
He's a fan of the podcast.
Awesome.
So we really appreciate him listening. And we actually talked, him and I today, he came over to do an inspection, and I asked him if he would join us
Good.
on the podcast. And he said yes.
Good.
So what we want to do is, probably have him in the next 2 to 3 weeks or something. Maybe
And-
after the holidays, we'll probably have him in.
And he's going to call us out on all our lies.
Right.
Beautiful.
Everything that we've said wrong, we
That's
will be
good.
corrected. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Like I even told you, today I learned something brand new that I never knew before.
Yeah.
So, they have a lot of insight, wisdom, knowledge of the codes and everything else. So it'd be great, to do a little bit for the homeowner, but also a lot for the craftsman, so that they can learn a little bit about the codes and, some of the ins and outs and things that, they need to be paying attention to that
Yeah.
they might not know,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I've had this conversation before too. Every building inspector is a little different, and I've said this to this building inspector too, and he's like, there is only one code. I said, I don't disagree with that. There is one code, but some people do interpret it a little bit differently from town to town, as you well know. So,
Yeah.
but he's very knowledgeable and knows a lot about it. So it'd be great to have him in. So we want to have everybody just visit our Facebook page for Behind the Studs and post some questions that you might want to ask a building
please
inspector.
do. Yeah.
For homeowners especially, you don't get a chance to really talk to them very often. So this would be a great time to do so. So if you have any questions, just shoot them through. And also on our website too.
Things that, post questions, like even you say, things you can do or things you can't do. Can
Right.
you do these things on your own? Like,
Right.
can I just move a wall?
Yep.
Is it okay if I just, I don't know, I want to change all my light bulbs out or fine, something silly. But there's permits that you need to pull for, so like things, nonsensical things like
Right.
siding a house. You got to pull a permit. You're supposed to pull a permit when you do a roof. You're supposed to pull
Absolutely, for a roof, for sure.
a permit. You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Cosmetic stuff, not so much. Most towns are okay with that.
painting and stuff like
Painting,
that. You're fine. You don't have
drywall
to worry about it.
repair, even some, redoing tile that was already existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of stuff you're okay. But,
What about changing doors inside the house? Is that still cosmetic?
No, unless you add a new one. I don't believe you have to. I think
Yeah.
that's cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're changing the opening or, changing
Right.
the header or
Windows,
some sort.
same thing when you get
exactly.
windows and
Anything
stuff
you
like
do that changes on the structure itself, that needs to get approved
Yeah.
and inspected. I mean, it's very important anyways for, your insurances and things like that too.
Right.
If something happens and they say, well, where's the permit? And there's no permit, then you're kind of on your own.
Right.
So, and he'll also talk about, why you may not want to, as a homeowner, pull a permit if you're using a contractor. So I think we've talked about it a while back, but
That is really great.
yeah,
That's
so him and I
great.
talked about that a little bit today, and that would be a great thing that he can talk to homeowners about and educate them as to
Right.
why definitely use a carpenter who's going to pull their own permits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah,
That's good.
so we got that going on,
All right.
and then I hear you got a new website.
Yeah.
What's the website?
I'm going to break it out next week.
Next week. Okay.
I'm going to break it out next week.
All right,
It's
so you're going to let
be-
everybody
it's
know
gotta
where
be
to
like
find
this.
you.
Boom.
Wow.
Next week will be like boom.
Wow.
We'll have it on
business
social
cards
media.
and everything.
Oh yeah, I got
Oh.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna get the whole.
Oh, the whole
rundown.
enchilada.
This is gonna be great.
Whole enchilada.
Yeah.
See.
See. All right, James.
Man,
Let's wrap it up.
we're wrapping it.
All right.
Chicka chicka whoa whoa whoa.
I knew that was coming. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening
Hey, thanks for having us.
We'll
Thanks
see you
for
next
listening.
week.
Yeah.
with our new intro.
We're on new intro.
Yes.
Chicka wugga wugga wugga. If not, I'll make one up.
There you go.
That's it.
Maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Maybe you'll do
see.
the outro.
Who's doing it, your son?
No.
Oh, good. All right. So this is going to be like...
Back to the late 80s, early 90s. Feel.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I love you, man.
Yeah. We're gonna do it. It's
Jelly,
gonna be
cranberry sauce, and rock and roll.
awesome. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.